if there were no wars anywhere in the world? Not one. Not even tiny wars between pigeons on a windowsill. Just peace, total calm. But since my brain clearly refuses to shut down, let's imagine it for a second. First, without wars, humans might finally stop inventing terrifying things that go boom. Maybe all that brain power would go into something actually fun like teleporting snacks directly into your mouth. You just say chocolate, and poof, it appears. Imagine peace leading to instant pizza delivery powered by kindness. I'd personally build a statue for whoever invented that. Then there's the whole idea of soldiers with nothing to fight. What would they do? Maybe they'd form a worldwide cleaning squad. Every country sends its strongest people to sweep the oceans, plant trees, and fix Wi-Fi signals that mysteriously vanish when you need them most. I can picture a general shouting, "Troops! Our mission today is to pick up every piece of trash and feed the stray cats." And honestly, that's the kind of army I'd join. But hold on, if there are no wars, what happens to the people who make war movies? Hollywood would panic. They'd have to start making peace action thrillers. You know, the diplomats running across rooftops, chasing a lost treaty while trying not to wrinkle their suits. The soundtrack would be just wind chimes. Critics would call it emotionally explosive, even though literally nothing explodes. And if there were no wars, what about history teachers? They'd finally have to stop making students memorize battles and start teaching a world complement timeline. In 1642, France told Italy their cheese was magnificent. In 1973, Japan sent a thank you card to Canada for inventing maple syrup. School books would become such. Happy things. Half the class might actually stay awake. I also imagine that if wars disappeared, people might stop drawing borders so tightly, maybe countries would melt into one big, weird global neighborhood. You could walk from Mexico to Mongolia without showing a passport, just showing your favorite snack. Chips? Come right in. The world would become like one giant block party, with everyone sharing their best recipes and their loudest music. But would humans get bored without wars? Would peace become too peaceful? Maybe they'd start making tiny, silly competitions to keep things interesting. The Great Pillow Fight Championship of Earth, the annual Tug-of-Peace tournament. The news would be like, breaking update, the Netherlands has won the Global Blanket Burrito Contest. And honestly, that's the kind of breaking news I want to hear before bed. And if everyone stopped fighting, the animals would finally relax too. I bet doves would retire early. They've had too much pressure as peace symbols. Lions might open yoga studios. Sharks could host therapy podcasts. Take a deep breath and let go of your inner krill. Even mosquitoes might stop biting and just start humming lullabies. The planet would be like one giant meditation app. Then there's money. Without wars, all those billions would go into solving actual problems, like making cities float to avoid floods, or turning garbage into glow-in-the-dark trees. Maybe every person would get a free nap subscription, daily naps required by law. I'd be the president of that department. Citizens, it's nap time again. The world can wait. Finally, a rule I'd respect. But here's the twist: if there were no wars, would humans realize how fragile peace actually is? Maybe that's the funny thing. Maybe peace only means something because we know what chaos feels like. Without the shadows, light feels less special. So maybe the real dream isn't a world with zero conflict, but a world that chooses kindness every single time it could have chosen war. That's almost deep enough to put me to sleep, almost, but not quite.